Hi again, YouTubers. So this is a review on a product that has been requested by quite a few people, and it is the Viseart, is how I have been saying it, but I think it's Viseart, someone told me, 01 Neutral Matte Eyeshadow Palette. This is what it looks like. It has, let's see here, 4, 8, 12 different colors to it. These two lines here tend to be more on the warm side. This one down here seems to be on the cooler side. I should probably open it up and show it to you this way. Flip it around. So these two would be the warm ones, and this would be the little bit cooler of the shades here. They are absolutely amazing, beautiful, buttery shadows. Now, here is part of the thought process behind this. Is quite a few people had asked me to review this because they knew that I had owned the Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye Palette. And in quite a few of my videos, I had mentioned the fact that I felt as if they were very similar. And I had done a full review on the Kat Von D Shade and Light. And a lot of people asked me, well, if you have that and you have the Viseart, can you tell us which one you prefer? And my first initial gut instinct was the Kat Von D Shade and Light, because it's the one I tend to grab for more. But the more and more I started playing with this one, and I will insert a clip here of how I apply it the way I have it on today. I do a multitude of different ways with this, as you can with most palettes. If you go back and look at my review of the Kat Von D Shade and Light, I show you a few different ways that I wear that one. This one does those same exact looks. Same looks. But I will show you a clip, as I said, of the one that I'm wearing right now on my eyes. Now, so as I said, my first reaction is the Shade and Light one, because the price difference is quite immense. This palette here is $80. I believe this one is 50, like 48 or 50, I think. Don't quote me on that. I'll put the link below. But so my first reaction is look at the size of some of these shadows. Like, wouldn't this be the one to go for? But after playing with them more and really getting into them, I will say that if you have the money to spend and you only want one, this one might be top in the charts. It's still been a tough back and forth with me because I do love the Kat Von D, and I will say I probably grab for that one a little bit more often, but I think there are more colors in this one that I won't use. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 that I have, I think, hardly ever touched. So there's 3 in this one that I haven't ever, no, 2. There's only 2 that I haven't touched, these 2. The more gray tones, which actually I should probably play with a look I used to do back in the day with some MAC shadows that I used a color similar to this kind of soft brown in the crease. And then I took a gray that I had, I think it was called Scene, in the outer corner. And then I did a light lid color and a brow bone like these two. And then I blended back out with this, the gray. And I used to love that look. I will have to give that a try and see how that works. If I do that, I will also insert a clip somewhere around here with that, hopefully, showing you how I did that. Because that used to be a real favorite of mine. And so it'd be interesting to see how that plays out. So this might be the only color that might be a color I don't use. But I will say that both of them, if you tap a brush into it, have some fallout. The application is slightly easier with this palette. It just moves a little bit easier. It's a little bit smoother. It's a little bit creamier. Now that doesn't say that this one's bad. If I only had this one, I'd be completely content with that. But since I had both of them and people were asking the differences, I'm trying to point out any differences I might be able to notice. I did try to figure out the exact size of these, but it's so hard to tell and tell you exactly how much comes in it, because this tells you that there are 24 shadows at 0.84 ounces. This one has 3 at 2.3 grams. This one's in grams, and 9 at 1.1 grams. So it's kind of hard to figure out which one has more in it in that manner. So this is honestly probably just a case of which one you can get your hands on easier, which one is in the price range you want, and which one, if you want to go into a store, can you play with. This is not sold in any of the stores around me, any I've actually been to. This one is carried in almost all of them, including the JCPenney Sephora's. So if you want to see them beforehand, this is going to be the palette you go with. But if you don't mind getting something in, and Sephora has a great return policy. If you absolutely hated it, you could return it. So you can get this in and then see how you like it. I find that this one has some of these colors here, these warmer colors that are a little bit scarier to work with. That's where that makes it easier with these, is because they are so buttery and so creamy and so easy to blend. It's very easy to play with and kind of blend them out and blow them into a more diffused look so they're not so concentrated or bright or as intimidating. I definitely think that this is a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous palette. I do like that it's clear on the outside. I like that you can just pick it up. You see what you're getting. The brush picks up the product very easily, and it's honestly a really tough call for me. As I said, it is strictly on this. If I could only have one, I don't know if I could decide. It would be very, very difficult for me. Again, it would depend on what I had to spend on it at the time and how quickly I could probably get it, because I like instant gratification. But if I could only take one of them with me on a trip, it wouldn't matter which one, guys. Either one. They both do the same looks. They are both completely matte palettes. There is not a shimmer in either one of these. They are both easy to work with. They both can do absolutely anything you want to do. So this started out as a review of this. This really is a comparison video of these two, I guess. Because that's truly the information you guys wanted anyway. It is a really tough call. Like, I still sit here going, I just don't know for sure which one I would choose. So if you are interested in this and you already have this, you don't need it, vice versa. If you have this, you love it, and you're like, oh my gosh, I want another one, but I might want to try something different, then give this one a try. That's a great way to go about it. It just depends on what you're going to use and what you like. I personally am in love with matte shades on my eye right now. Absolutely love it. I would say I have 2 months straight of probably not using a shimmer on my eyes at all, because these two palettes have been in my life. And I love them, and I love the looks they give. They're so natural, so dramatic at the same time. You can do any type of looks. The way they blend, the way they look, it is just phenomenal. I have not used an eyeliner in that same amount of time either, because I just use the black one here as my eyeliner, and I use the darker brown here as my lower lash line. Absolutely loving it, just gorgeous. So let me tell you a breakdown on this palette then, since I've already compared the two. Let me give you a breakdown on this one. The pigmentation on this is a 5 out of 5. It is amazing. It is true to color. It is what you see in the packaging. It transfers the same way. It goes on the same way. Absolutely amazing, 5 out of 5. Texture, the texture on these is just to die for. Phenomenal. So creamy, so buttery, so soft, and so easy to blend. As I said, 5 out of 5. Longevity, it stays on me all day where I put it. I never really have an issue with that. I use Nars Pro Primer, and I've never had a problem when I put that on, and then I put any shadows on, no matter where they're from. They stay all day. So 5 out of 5. Application, these are so easy to use. Any brushes can pick it up. Any brushes can work with this. They blend beautifully. Amazing application, 5 out of 5. Packaging, I actually like that you can see through it, that it's clear. It does get dirty quickly. I'm always kind of wiping the inside. Like, if you wipe it off, like, look at that. Like, I just have a whole bunch of color on my hands from the inside of the plastic on the lid. So packaging's cute. It's super easy to travel with because it's all compact and it's amazing. If I could make a MAC palette, these would probably be similar colors to what I would do. And this is way better than the MAC palette, in my personal opinion. And the MAC palette would end up costing you more than $80 if you built one. You'd get 15 shadows, I think, with MAC, but I think they're like $18 a shadow. Just a thought. If you'd always considered doing that, amazing. So packaging is nice. It's cute. It's fine. It's a 4.5 out of 5. Price on it, it's a little bit high, but now that I'm saying that in comparison to MAC shadows, if you built your own palette, it'd be more expensive than this. So price is a 4 out of 5. Product overall, guys, I really love this. Love it. I don't think I'll ever run out of it, but if I did, this is one that I would repurchase again, along with the Kat Von D one. And you know, that's another thing, is I do use both of them, so I don't mind. So the fact that I doubt I'll run out of this is great, but you know, same thing. So product overall on this is a good solid 5 out of 5 for me. This is one that is a must-have. Either one. One of them is a must-have in everyone's life, I feel like. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please let me know if you have any questions that I didn't touch base on here. And what else I am wearing. I am wearing the Tarte CC Corrector, Giorgio Armani Lasting Silk Foundation, Shiseido Sun Protection Powder, Hourglass Bronzer, Urban Decay Naked Concealer with the Kat Von D Shade and Light Face Palette under my eyes, Nars Madly Blush on my cheeks. On my eyes is the Nars Pro Primer and the Viseart palette. The It Cosmetics Brow Pencil Benefit Give Me Brow Younique 3D Mascara. On my lips is Marc Jacobs Primrose Lip Liner and Buxom White Russian Gloss. I've got on a sweater that is so old, I can't even tell you. It's just one of those, like, you know, you put a t-shirt underneath of and it's warm and comfy and cozy. Earrings are the Ariella Drops. I am not big on changing my earrings, but when I wear sweaters like this, more of a cowl neck, I like something at my ears or more visual up here. I did not put any bracelets on today because I just was warm and comfy and I just had the earrings on. Hair is just bumped back again. If you guys enjoyed this, please let me know if you have any questions. And as always, thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a great day. Bye.